15.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, we think it's number 15. How cool is that?
Hello, Treasure Bandits, Metal Detecting UK.
Hey, Treasure Bandits, how you doing?
Metal Detecting Land and Water. Hello.
Hello, mate. How are you? Nice to see you. Oh, Metal Detecting UK. We're Metal Detectors of Dorset.
Hello.
We're in here as well. How cool.
Metal Detecting. Oh, we've just done that. Mama's gone detecting. Hello.
Mama's gone detecting to see what she can find. Up in the hills to get some coin spills and things that folks leave behind.
MS Detectorist. Hello.
Hello, MS Detectorist. How you doing? Coin hunting for life. How you doing? The lucky man with the silver coins.
Detective Kev. Hello, mate. Dig it, Mark.
Hey, Dig it, Mart. How you doing, mate? Detective Kev says there's no sound, but there is. You got to turn your hearing aid up.
Yeah, we're not falling for that one again.
Yeah, we're not falling for that again. Mr. Tinks, how you doing? How you doing? The lovely town of Muff. Nice to see you. Ooh, cool. We've got mail.
You've got mail.
Yeah, we got mail.
We'll just open it up in a bit. So, what did you guys think of the remastered video that we did?
Kev's laughing anyway.
We thought it was good, didn't we? Because it told a story. You know, when you're explaining it, we put the other video clips in, so it explains. So it just shows a story.
Yeah, because it kind of like I was telling, because that was our second video that we ever actually made,
which is why it's filmed the wrong way up. You probably noticed that I filmed it the wrong way up.
Yes, because I was doing the the film star bit. So yeah, we just decided to. We said, you know what, that was quite a good video actually, and it's not had that many views, unfortunately. So we thought, well, we'll just relaunch it with a twist and introduce sections from the previous video where I actually found a gold ring. So it kind of went together very well due to Simon's amazing editing. So, yeah.
And you did some bottle digging as well.
Yeah, did a bit of bottle digging. It was all empty.
Yeah, there was no coins in it.
I wasn't thinking about coins.
Never mind.
Wasn't grumble.
Should we check our emails then?
No, I'm not ready yet. Yeah, I'm not ready yet.
Did you find your laptop?
Actually, no. Well, actually, I did see it, but I didn't get it ready. But I've got my phone, but it's not. Right, okay. So I'm a bit disorganized. Marvelous idea. Well, yeah, use Simon's. That's pretty cool. Yes.
So you can be in charge of the.
Okay, yeah. Well, I've got my own department tonight. I'm in control of the keyboard. Watch out.
You've been promoted.
Mustn't grumble. So, yeah, it's great to see you guys. It really is. Super duper duper. We like it.
We went out for a walk today, didn't we? The three of us, me, you, and Roosevelt.
Yes, we did. Yeah, shall we tell them about our little adventure?
We'll tell them a little bit, but
yeah,
not to spoil it too much.
Okay.
We did a little bit of filming, didn't we?
We did. We actually went out for a short walk, and we went to this old place that we once discovered a long time ago.
Many moons ago.
Many moons ago. It's probably, it must be about 7 or 8 years. 7 or 8 years, I guess.
And the rest, probably.
Probably more than that. And I said to Simon, I said, you know, when we went down there, we saw some amazing things that people might actually find interesting. So today we went out for our 10-minute walk, which was slightly longer. It was a bit tiring, but awesome. Yes, it was all right. So yes, we filmed some interesting bits and bobs today. So yeah, we think you'll like it.
So we've got a little bit of editing to do.
Simon has.
Is it my eyes, or does that light keep flickering every so often?
Well, my eyes keep flickering now and again because I'm a bit tired, but apart from that, I'm all right.
You've only just woken up.
I had to have a sleep earlier. Well, I was sat on the settee, so we went out after the walk, and basically Simon was doing some dinner, and I said, is there anything that I can do? He's like, no, it's all right. I said, right then. So I went and sat down. Within about 3 minutes, my eyeballs were literally starting to close and roll out. So I said, right, I've got to get upstairs and have a kip. because otherwise I won't make it, and I'll, you know, I won't find my way. So I just sleep. So,
Mustn't grumble.
Mustn't grumble.
So what's everybody else been up to today?
I like that picture.
I didn't take that.
Well, it's interesting how it's got that big hole in the top of that rock, isn't it?
Yeah.
But nobody can see that. So.
No.
It's just a Google page with a nice sort of rock coast scenery on it. So what we're doing now, we're looking at some emails.
Okay. If you hold it up the other way, I should take that out for now because it's not too bad for charging.
This way?
Yeah, I think that'll be all right.
What did you get? Mark's been gardening.
Nice.
MS Detector has been polishing his, cleaning his coins.
Well, Tinks was polishing his car for 3 hours the other day, apparently.
Treasure bandits have been snoring, sleeping. Yes, very nice.
Because Tinks was going to send us a free in his car, I think.
Tink says he's got to be in bed for them, so you know. We better not. It's not going to be a late one anyway. Absolutely.
So we've got 10 hours. So not too bad.
That's enough time. Oh, treasure bandits didn't get to sleep till 4 a.m.
Cool. Yeah.
There's nowhere to go out though, is there? That's a problem. All metal detector land and water's been out to find some pennies. 2 pennies, 1900s. Nice. How cool is that? Yeah, well, oddly enough, we didn't take our away because we've got Simon's little girl, Rosabelle, and Rosabelle, she's a sweetheart, but she does get a little bit impatient sometimes. So we're not to take the detectors out much.
Yeah,
or if we do, it's only a short one.
Yeah,
but
we weren't on the land, so...
Well, that's right. We weren't on the land that we've got permissions on, so we just walked through the woods and we enjoyed it, which was nice.
And tomorrow we're going to be going somewhere else that's interesting as well, aren't we? Well, I'm going to take you wherever.
Yes, you have, actually.
Some old sort of buildings type of thing.
Yes, I know where it is, and I've seen the entrance to this magnificent old place years ago, so I know roughly where we're going. So yeah, we're going to go out. I'm going to do a little bit of walking around a nice lake and a very, very historic property, so that should be interesting.
We'll take you on a tour.
Yeah, grand tour.
Could always use the dash cam footage.
Can you drive through there?
Well, yeah, you can drive underneath the arch there.
Right, cool.
So I could use that dash cam footage, I suppose.
Well, that's interesting. Save my legs.
Well, one leg.
My wooden one, yeah. Don't tell everybody.
They probably think we're telling the truth.
Well, we are telling the truth. I'm not going to show them.
Hello, SCH Metal Detecting.
How you doing? How are you? Yeah, so that'll be an interesting day out.
Will do.
Yeah, looking forward to that.
Yeah. MCMD saying that I can't do detecting. Yeah. I've heard about that as well. One of my friends told me about that, Detector Kev. I haven't had a message yet, but I'm sure I probably have if I check my emails. It gives them a bad name, you see. You're right in your garden, though. Ozark Lady Cooks, hello.
Oh, do excuse me. I don't know where that came from. Yeah, you better get over there. Get over there 8 foot or else. Although I was so excited, I couldn't get my words out quick enough because I was so excited to see Ozark Lady Cook. So, oh, that's interesting.
I can have swapped over.
What, shall we ask everybody to join us?
Yeah, can do.
Yeah, you see that, hey, Scratch Cards, Toy Reviews Comedy. I think you better have a look at that. Actually, not the subscribe button for Simon. Yeah,
that's our old channel, isn't it?
It is actually. But I don't think there's any metal detecting on it, is there?
No, well, there might be a couple of old videos on there.
There might be. But in the meantime, there is a few funny bits that you might enjoy. And that lovely lady, Cassie's World. Oh, Cassie, sweetheart, your message today was wonderful. I actually did listen to you making the most wonderful talk, and it was so charming and nice. And I thought, I'm going to forward to that to a few people. So, If you haven't joined Kathy's World, guys, please do. A lovely lady. And of course, Ozark Lady Cooks and Mama's Gone Detecting. We can't leave the ladies out. Okay. So yeah, do give them a ring their bell and give them a subscription just for me, please, because I love them all. I really do. I'm very attached to my ladies. Have you know? What was that? What's his name then?
Freddie.
Freddie.
Freddie Pencil.
Freddie, a lizard called Freddie. It should be called Frida. Oh no, hang on a minute. You've got me going there. I meant Le. Right, name the lizard, guys, but it's got to begin with L. How's that, please? Help me out here, because I was digging a hole there, like Tinks does. It's obviously a lizard, and his name's got to begin with L. Can everybody choose a name for him, quick? There ain't no chicken.
He ain't my chicken.
The lizard eats chickens. Oh, that's a good one. Lucifer the lizard. Well, yeah. I think that's a name to end all names, isn't it? Lucifer the lizard. Larry.
Lancelot.
Lancelot. Lionel. Like it. Keep them coming, guys. He likes it.
World War Diggers. Hello.
How you doing, World War Diggers? You're very welcome. Hello. So yeah, we're just naming the lizard at the moment, everybody. Any name, Leggy Lizzie. I think we should just call him Loopy after me, don't you? Call him Loopy. Do you know what? I think Lucifer is the winner. To be honest, I knew it. I knew it when it came out. Yeah. So yeah,
I'll go with that one.
Legolas, Legolas, yeah, Legolas. I like it. I like to get Legolas sometimes. It's been a while since I've been to a pub, you know. Anyway, what's some rumble? Right then, where's the chat?
Yeah.
Oh, so it is, but I'm just checking this one as well in case I've missed out. Go Lucifer, go Lucifer. So, how are we looking at an email, are we?
Yep, we're going to look at some emails.
Oh, Mama's Gone Detectives has been busy.
Well, we had some from last night as well, didn't we?
We did. Shall we show those as well?
Yeah, well, should we do those
we
ones?
Will.
Well, see if they're in. And the sectorists are here.
Cool.
Oh, no, that's...
Did we show that one last night? But we can have a quick look, can't we, just in case?
Don't think there's a picture of that one.
There's no picture with that one. Well, there was lots of them, but we couldn't see any pictures, so we'll just use our imagination temporarily until you send them in again. Thank you.
Did we see this one?
Oh, how about that one?
This one, look. Oh, but they're not in, are they?
No, that one. Let's have a look at that one. Quick look.
Oh, that is the same one, though. It's the same.
Well, that's nice. I think we'll show that anyway, just in case anybody's not seen it. Yeah. So this one's MS Detectorist. So we may have showed this one last night, and we might not have had time. So here it goes.
In a while.
And that's a very nice. Is it on screen? The very silver weapons. Very similar to the one I did a giveaway with the other night, actually. I'd like to know what you Treasure Banders was up to last. Nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Cool.
1916.
Tinks has just gone for his major rations.
I might have to go for mine in a minute. Forgot to bring the drink up.
Would you like one of those?
No, I'm fine, thank
Would
you.
you like to treat yourself?
No, not
Okay.
tonight. Thanks.
No problem.
So, yeah,
Yeah, very nice find.
I think we've got one more here from.
We've got something from Mama's Gone Detecting, which is cool. Oh, by the way, Treasure Bandits, would you like to send some of your favourite finds in? It's been a while since we've showed anything for you, and that would be awesome. So, yeah, send us an email with some of your... That'd be cool. Got a rummage in your treasure box. So, Mama's Gone Detecting. Look, that is lovely. Yeah. Mama, that is beautiful, sweetheart. Bless you. Thank you so much.
We'll put it up on the screen.
Oh, bless. You see that?
Yeah. Back, guys.
Have a look at that, everybody. Mama's Gone Detecting won the penny, which was actually her birth year. So we sent the penny, and because I know that Mama collects keys, and she hadn't got an old skeleton key, as they call them in where Mama lives in the States. Basically, I thought, well, I've got a lovely old key, and it is very old, so I'm going to send it to her as a surprise. And I know that Mama was absolutely thrilled to bits with that. So that's lovely. So yeah, what a beautiful little stand that Mama's made, and she's done it with her burning like a little little burning tool to get the name on it. Love Adrian, isn't that sweet?
Nice.
That's gorgeous, Mama. Lovely, actually. I was thinking, Si, you know when we're actually showing things, could you pop us in the little screen down there, because, and it's not only a case of me seeing what we're doing, it's a case of other people seeing us.
I can't.
Can't you do that?
People can still see you. Look.
Oh, who's that lady there?
Oh, that's one of my friends.
What's she doing in that chat room?
No, she's not. There you go. It's the see me there.
Her head was up in the screen, which because the thing had slipped up from the chat. Sorry about that. Yeah, that is lovely, Mama. And that's really special that you've actually put our names on that. Beautiful. Treasure bank. Jamie ended up a little bit ill. And they chatted until 2 a.m. It was we were a bit sort of cross, really, that we just could not seem to get the thing to work for us. So we thought, well, we'll bow out gracefully and we'll see you next time. And actually, perhaps we can appear on each other's panels one night. That would be super. Really would like that. And I hope I haven't forgotten anybody saying hello to everybody.
And I think we've got another. I have to drag that back up there.
Oh, Lady Ozark copied my signature where I wrote my name.
Yeah.
Adrian, she's actually copied it in my handwriting. I see, right. Got you. I get it. That makes it more special, Mama, doesn't it? Yes, send your finds in, guys. Happy to do a bit of show and tell, aren't we?
Yeah.
And actually, Simon's got a box with some really, really interesting things in, haven't you?
Yeah.
Which we thought we'd just take you through some of our old finds from years ago, really, aren't they?
Oh, yeah.
Some of them were very, very interesting, yeah. They were stored at Simon's mums and dads, weren't they?
They were, yeah.
That's beautiful. That's early something, really.
And this was from Detective Kev, I believe.
Do check out. This is what's this then, Simon? Sorry, I was going to mention someone.
This is from Detective Kev, I think. Hang on.
That looks early, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Did it say what it was?
don't think so. I didn't know.
There's a crown at the top. See the crown at the top?
Oh, yeah.
On the top. Would anybody say that? Oh, I see. Yeah, it's a badge. It's a badge, and it's got the initials of, in the centre here, there and there. You've got an R, so that's R for rain. So it would be something like V or George Rains. That's nice, isn't it?
Nice, yeah. George. Oh, yeah, he did mention what it was. Yeah, iron plaque.
An iron plaque. So like an enamel sign, possibly.
What sort of size?
Because it's got enamel on it. Yeah, how big is that then? What's the size of that then, Kev? Can you just pop me back in where I was, Simon, please? Thank you. It wasn't that hard, was it?
4 inches.
4 inches in diameter or something like that. That's an interesting find, isn't it?
Mm.
Interesting.
Cool. Let's have a look, see what else we got. That's what it says. These crowns are my weekly giveaway for my subscribers next Friday. That's the next one from Detective Kev.
Let's have a quick one.
Yes.
Well, they're very nice, actually. Believe ya. $1970s crowns. I mean, I think they were legal tender, but I don't think anybody ever spent them, did they? Not that I recall.
I don't know.
Nice. Keep the finds coming in, guys. Especially you treasures, because we know you got treasure. Right then. Well, whilst we're waiting for...
Probably helpful to put the email up, wouldn't
I? Actually, yes, it could be helpful. Sam's going to pop the email on the screen, guys. So, yeah, if you want to rummage in your drawers.
Do you think we do have another email here when it loads up?
And find your goodies and send them in. Have a look.
It's just loading.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's been a bit slow.
Not to worry. You're going to show them a quick find while they're waiting for some emails to come through?
It's just we've got about 5 come through. Look.
Ah, ha, 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 ha. You know what they are?
Yeah, from Ozark Lady.
Yes. Well, actually, this would be interesting to show everybody, wouldn't it? Well, Ozark Lady Cooks, first of all, thank you for sending this picture, because me and Simon, of course, and a lady, Ozark Lady Cooks, and another lovely lady called Juliet were actually in a chat room one night when we did our very, very first live stream. And could you whip that back up for me?
Yeah.
Please.
I know, I'll put it on here, look.
I thought they were looking at it.
No, not yet, because I've got to share it.
Forgive me.
Yeah.
Forgive me. Just tell me to shut up. I don't mind.
Shut up.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Yes, so basically, there was Ozark Lady Cooks and Jerry first live stream, which was just a random test. And before we knew it, people were coming in the room, but we weren't on screen, actually. It was a fish swimming around, and we just decided to see what would happen. So it happened, and then people started coming in going, hello. We were like, hello? And basically, so yeah, we had a super night with 2 lovely ladies, as I mentioned earlier. And we got talking about a woodlarking channel, of course. And was like, oh, well, we find bits of old pottery, because they couldn't see us, really. Well, they couldn't see us, could they? We were just having a laugh in the room, weren't we? It's funny. So they both decided, after watching Nicola White, who is a wonderful channel and a wonderful lady, actually. Got to say that. I must say that. So, yes, they were very familiar with Nicola White's woodlarking channel. And Ozark Lady Cook says, she said, I've seen this beautiful little coin. It's called a rose farthing. So Juliet says, well, I've seen that as well, and I would love one of those. So, of course, me and Simon sitting there thinking, well, we've got some of those, haven't we? Mm-hmm. So we decided we would send them to Ozark Lady Cooks and Juliet. So it took ages to find them, because I was rummaging around in boxes at home, and I eventually actually found one. Hey, Doc Detector, how you doing? Welcome to you.
Hello.
Thank you very much. That's nice of you to say. You're very welcome to join us. So anyway, I rummaged around and I found these selection of finds that you see on the screen, because I thought, well, if I'm going to post this little coin, I know that they like pottery, and then I thought, well, I'll send a coin for Tommy, who is Ozark Lady Cook's son. So I sent him a silver sixpence and a brass threatening brick for Ozark Lady, or they can have whichever one, whoever likes the one the most. And I thought, well, and anyway, I popped a Roman coin in there, because I'm sure that Ozark Lady Cook wouldn't ever see a Roman coin. So there is a Roman. Is that large on the screen, Simon? Or?
No, I need to do it on the other one.
Oh, could you? Can they not see it? Oh, there we go. So yeah, I sent these bits of blue and white, as you can see, which were picked up off the ploughed fields.
Roman there.
Yeah, and I decided to pick out a nice Roman coin that we found some time ago, which is this one. There's the threepenny bits. I can't remember the date at all, but quite like it. Hey, look at me, getting posh. I've actually made the thing go smaller. What's that one? It looks like a pound coin. Oh, no, that's a sixpence. Needs a bit of a clean. I do believe it's a silver one. Not sure. Can't remember. I do apologise. And a little tiny rose farthing from about 1645, 1647 period. And I thought, oh, and there's a cut medieval half silver. And actually, it was in my little collection, but it was snapped there. Now, it's quite nice, because Juliet had a similar package like this that I sent to her. And it had pieces of blue and white, and like you can see, and Juliet had a Roman. Juliet had the other half of that coin out of interest. So they've both got half of the same coin, and they've formed a lovely friendship on here. And they now call themselves friend sisters, or sister friends, and I really like that. So yeah, just thought I'd show you that to everyone. And yeah, how nice is that?
It's nice, isn't it?
It is. And those were Ozark Ladies' prezzies from us for being such a lovely lady. And Juliet had something similar too.
Sure.
And all found from the fields.
This next one's from MS Detectorist. Let's just see what it says first.
Now that's nice.
1861 Napoleon III. It's not silver, that's just the light. Clean today and was totally unrecognizable before the clean. So show that one first.
That's very nice. I seem to recall that you found something very similar. You showed me over your mum's garden fence when we actually met at your mum's dad's.
Yeah.
Mums and dad's over the fence. Because I used to live next door to Simon. Well, next door to Simon's parents years back. And I think one of your early coins that you showed me was something very similar.
Right. Just zoom in a bit. Just see if we can search for us.
Oh, that lady has a Pioneer plate. That sounds interesting.
Just see if we've got another way of chatting there.
Oh, okay. That's an
You
interesting
go back
coin.
up to the inbox up there, and then
Yeah.
go to the next. Let's say click on that,
Yeah.
and then go to the left, down to the left arrow, and then it goes down the. No, that's it. Now it goes to the next coin.
Left click.
Yeah.
So that's the
That's
obviously
the coin all cleaned up.
the head side that's been cleaned up, and that's Napoleon. It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah, it's nice.
And how do we go back then, Simon, to the next one?
Before you do that, you have to go back onto here and end it on here. Otherwise, it shows people's email addresses.
Oh dear, I can't have that.
Sometimes I forget. The next one's from the Treasure Bandits. It's cool.
Now that's nice.
So then go back to StreamYard, then click on this little add to stream. And back up here and zoom in if you want it.
Well, you've just showed me, but I've forgotten already, so I'm quite happy for you to be the technical engineer. Can you see that then?
Yeah,
Can you see it
yes, because it's no look.
now? Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Well, that's very nice, and it's silver. So, Treasure Bandits, what is it? A sixpence or a shilling or something? We haven't looked at the other side of the coin, you see. So, I wonder wondering what it is. And can I zoom? Can I click on that to zoom it in?
no, you have to click on the actual inbox up there.
Right, inbox.
Yeah, and then click on the plus to zoom in.
Right, but now it's on that big screen. They can see it, can't they?
Yeah, they still see it,
Oh, right. Well, it's much better to me because it's in the big picture, you see.
but you need to write,
Right.
And then if you click back in, you can see what they're seeing on the screen there. Look, that's what they see on the screen.
And it's got stamped. Been stamped, isn't it?
Mm.
Oh, it's a counterfeit. That's interesting. So was it stamped because it was a counterfeit? And the initials, does that mean it was a counterfeit, or is that somebody else that's used it for a use of some kind, you think?
Just go on to the next one.
Mm-hmm.
That's a Henry, isn't it?
I always get confused between the Edwards and the Emerys. I can never tell,
Well,
really.
it might be Edward, actually, yeah.
Well, they've all got the same crown and the same hairdo anyway. They must have gone to the same barbers.
Is that an Edward or a Henry?
Yeah, so can anybody identify it for us, or Treasure Bandits? Do you know what that one is? I'm not very good on coins that, the Edwards and Emerys, because they do look quite similar, don't they? That was Harold. Harold! Yeah, King Harold, unfortunately, unfortunately took the arrow in the eye, and that was the end of the Anglo-Saxon dynasty, or king, the line of kings in England, wasn't it? Because the Normans came in and took over and changed history forever.
So that's the next picture.
Nice find though, lovely hammered.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting too.
That's a pound coin, I reckon.
I don't know. No idea. These are all finds by the treasure bandits. Lovely finds. Lovely finds.
That's at the bottom of a cane, maybe, or something.
I don't know what the silver thing at the bottom is. It looks like a decoration of something, doesn't it? That's nice with the pellets. And it's a long cross because it's got the cross to the edge of the coin.
Yeah.
And for our viewers overseas, they used to have what they call short cross pennies, which the cross, which is here on this one, would have actually ended there. So they were called short cross. But because the counterfeiters used to go around the edges and trim bits off and pinch a bit of silver all around the edges, they decided to put the cross to the edge. So it kind of did deter the forgers snipping bits of silver from around the actual coins and pinching it. And then, of course, making new coinage of higher denominations, I'm sure. Quite crafty, really, wasn't it?
It's like a belt thing, is it? I'm not sure what that is.
I've got no idea. It looks like a very, very primitive,
Let's go in the chat and see if
possibly a hook and eye. Oh, Detective Kev, he's still a hammy virgin. Bless you, mate. They're out there. You just got to find that little patch, ain't you? It's like today, me and Simon actually were at a very interesting place, and we thought, that's interesting. And there would be some interesting things there, wouldn't there?
Yeah.
Really, simply because of the history. So we're going to try and find out who owns the fields. It's a buckle, a snake buckle before being cleaned.
Snake.
Well, I don't know why I thought it was the form of.
Look, that's the eyes there. Look, can you see the two eyes? Maybe if I go on the other picture, you'll be able to see it. That look like eyes there. Look, see it? And that's the tail.
Quite honestly can't see any eyes, but I just thought it was a very primitive hook.
One eye, and another eye.
Okay, yeah, you might be right, actually.
Tongue, maybe.
No, I think you're being. I think your imagination is running wild.
This is all his skin coming out.
And he's got a wiggly tail on the end.
Yeah, that's an awesome find, that. That's better.
Now that is incredible.
You can tell now because that was all crowded together, wasn't it? In the other picture,
Yeah.
Hold on, let me just
Now you can. Now you can see it. Yes. Yeah, I can see it. Yeah, absolutely. When it's cleaned off, of course, you can see the whole object. How wonderful is that?
How did you clean that off? Was that electrolysis?
And who found this then, treasures? Was that Rachel or Jamie? You are right. There was an eye there. I'll let you off. Some rumble. It is amazing, isn't it? Lovely. Lovely. So who found that then, treasures? Which one of you? And did you fight over it after it when it was cleaned? And shout, "Get off my land!" It's Rachel's find. Rachel's find. Lovely.
Right. Everybody, I've got a challenge for you. In your next video, you must say, "Mustn't grumble." And then you've got to say afterwards, what have they got to say afterwards? You sound like Adrian. Who is it before they did that?
You've got to say in your video, still, mustn't grumble. And then you have to say, "Oh, we sound like Adrian." Then people will be saying, "Well, who's Adrian?" Because me and Kev actually had a laugh earlier because Kev had some coins arrived for the post. He was opening his parcel up, and he's struggling to get it open with the scissors and everything. And he was saying, like, about the coins and everything. I don't think there was many silvers, unfortunately. And he said, "Mustn't grumble." And he said, Oh, I sound like Adrian. So I burst out laughing when I was watching this video, and I texted him and I said, "Mustn't grumble, lol, laugh out loud. It's Adrian here." But that's an awesome find, Rachel. Marvelous, lovely find. It is actually, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Looks quite early too. I remember having a snake belt when I was a kid with like a stripy strap.
I
You know.
seem to remember you finding a snake find, something to do with a snake.
I can't remember. Found so many things over the years.
Yeah, I'm sure I've seen you have a snake thing before.
Oh, I know. I know the one you're talking about. Well, one night I'll show them.
Okay.
When I'm back up north,
Yeah.
I'll actually find it and I will actually show them what you're talking about.
Okay.
Yes, I remember the one.
We've got another one here, look. Or is that the one we just looked? I think that's the one we just looked at.
Can we quickly whip through them just to see if we've...
It is. That is the ones that we've just seen. I'll refresh it and see if anyone else has
Oh,
said
okay.
anything.
Cool. So I'll have a quick refresh. And then Simon, interesting bits and bobs to show everyone.
Some old bits with the ears. Actually. That first.
Oh, guys, look at this for a buckle. Seriously, look at this for an old buckle. Anybody got any ideas? This is one of Simon's finds. It's quite heavy too, actually. Lovely early buckle. Oh, has it stopped? Oh, there it is. Yeah, sorry, I'm just re-showing Simon's buckle. Actually, I just noticed that it actually doesn't move a lot, but it is actually movable. This piece here, where it's folded over, is very slightly movable.
Yeah, I wouldn't believe it.
I'm not going to, no, not going to. But what a lovely early find. Anyone got an idea on the age of that? I like that.
I'll just type that in now, look. It's live chat, see if it comes up. It never used to come up with it before. And we're there, look. Any more results? We're there now.
Okay.
That's good, then, isn't
That's
it?
pretty cool. Cool.
What else have we got?
Oh, Treasure Bandit's going to have a look at that. Is buckle book
Oh,
to
yeah.
try and identify that for you.
Cool.
That's a lovely find.
Unfortunately, it broke recently.
I think, how old do you think this is, son?
No idea.
I think everybody in here will be able to more or less age that for you. I've got an idea, but I'll let everybody else suggest what they think. It's very, very heavy, quite large, and it's lead. But the thing is, what would it be used for?
Menace detector says medieval, got to be.
I love the word medieval. I like the word medieval as well. It's just so fantastic. Great word. So, but we're wondering what it might be. Somebody said it could be a pilgrim's badge, but there isn't. Which it may well be a pilgrim's badge.
Didn't we say that first when we dug it up?
Can't remember. But what's the little things called with the holy water? And it's an amphula. It's an amphula or an amphula, isn't it?
I think it's one of them.
But it's not one of those. No,
No.
not one of those.
Shame it's broken, really.
I bet you'll find a little piece for it though.
Yeah, it's probably in with the box.
Jimmy Cloak, how you doing? Nice to see you. Yeah, we're good, Jimmy, thank you. We actually went out for a nice stroll today and made a little bit of footage for a new video, which I think people will find very interesting. I thought it was awesome, actually. Short stroll. And we quite enjoyed it, didn't we? Being out in the fresh air.
Yeah, it was nice. I don't know if that is an old 50p piece or whether it's been done like that.
Not a 50, mate, not a 50. But show everybody and see what they think. And describe the width, thickness, what you think it might be. And
it's the same
see
sort of
what
shape
everybody
as a
thinks.
50p piece, but definitely not a 50p piece. Really thin. Let's say it was copper. That looks like a face on the side, actually.
Well, now you're holding it up there in the screen. It almost looks like it's got a design. Can you turn it the other way, Simon, just to see what that design there does? It looks like there's a leaf on it, look. Can you spin it round?
What?
Like so. Can anybody see a leaf on there, a leaf design? Well, if you look on there, you've got a leaf. There's something in the centre. Look, there's like a leaf there. Can anybody else see that with me, or am I?
Yeah, they can't see that on the screen because it's not.
Oh, well,
They
I don't know.
won't see that on the screen. To point to it.
Oh, I was pointing with the mouse.
No, they won't see that.
Oh, I see. Metal detecting channel. How you doing?
Medieval 50p.
Medieval 50p. Yeah. It may well be a token actually. Detective Kev thinks it's a token. Treasure Bandits thinks the lead item is an early pilgrim's badge, which is probably favourable actually. But it makes you wonder if it was like sewn on. Do you think it was sewn on, or was it something that they bought from a shrine to carry for like good luck, to keep them safe on a journey, for example? If it was dipped in holy water, they might just put it in their purse or their pockets.
It's a massive lump of lead.
And it is a massive lump as well.
It's heavy as well, and it's got the letter A on the top. Sort of broken on the bottom, isn't it? As if it was holding something like that.
Yeah, it's a funny thing. And you think to yourself, well, why was a massive lump of lead in the middle of nowhere in a plowed field?
Like a little thing of, like a little casket, maybe.
No idea. And why would people be carrying? Well, the thing is, when we go out detecting, guys, you know, you can find blobs of lead almost in any field in the middle of nowhere, and you think, well, why are they here?
Yeah. So show them that and see if it pulls off.
This is funny. Go on. Yeah.
And we got this one here. Don't say.
I'm not going to say anything. I want all of you to faint when you see this. Can anybody identify that one? Can anybody identify that one?
I think it's a man. It's a Roman goddess of fate.
So nobody can identify that one. Woo woo!
It's a Roman god of fake.
Yeah.
That one's a fake one.
It's a fake one. Is it made of plastic or?
No.
Resin?
My dad bought that for my mum, and he was going to prank her years and years ago.
Yeah, so who
Take
liked
it
that
out.
fake Roman coin? Wasn't that funny? The goddess of fake.
That's that bit of, what's it called that you did? That's
Well, it's almost like when they used to cast bronze items, you used to get dross that used to spill in the ground.
Yeah.
And we get splatters of that, don't we, on land sometimes? And this is a weird item. It's been cast as a rough, in a very crude form, if you like.
Triangle shape.
Yeah, the shape of it's just totally bizarre, really. But the outside is extremely rough, like it's been cast direct into sand. Very crude sand mix where it would have been poured into. But sadly, it is broken off at two ends, so no ideas what that might be.
It's really heavy.
Yeah, but early as well. That's very, very early. You can tell by the patina, really. Jamie's got a few pictures come through, which we'll show shortly about the buckle that we showed earlier,
Okay.
which is cool.
Does anybody know what this is? Spin it round so everybody can see. It's got different facets on that, hasn't it? Yeah, look, it's all sort of different shapes on the top, you know.
Ozark Lady Cook says, "What's a Toblerone?" I'll leave a gramophone needle. That's a great guess. Do you know it? You never know, do you? Let me have a good look at that. I mean, I understand what Kev's saying, but it isn't, because it's actually too thick. But you know, if there was a needle inserted in there, I don't know about that. Oh, can you get rid of that, Simon, up there? Ozark Lady Cook says, "What is a Toblerone?" Well, the thing is, we were brought up with them, weren't we? So I wonder if anybody can Google a picture of a Toblerone bar and send it through so we can show a Toblerone
Well, why
bar.
don't I just Google it and then share the screen?
Okay then. All right, Simon's going to Google it and share the screen. A medieval toothpick. So yeah, Simon's mystery item. So far we've had a medieval toothpick, a gramophone holder where the needle possibly might have slipped onto there. It does have an iron fitting on the end, so it would have been fixed to something. Any ideas, anyone? Strange item, really, because it's got all different facets on the end, so it was decorated for some reason.
Somebody'd know what that is, don't they?
I haven't got a clue. I haven't ever seen anything like that.
Okay. Let's share this picture.
Is this for you, Ozark Lady Cooks? I used to like these when I was a kid, you know.
Did you?
Oh, I used to love curly whirlies as well. Tobacco tamper, that's a good suggestion. Medieval toothpick, who knows? It's a good suggestion. This mystery item is manufactured actually in that shape, and it does go slightly narrower. So yes, it's not being bent in the soil. That's the actual shape, the way it was manufactured. An officer might be able to identify that for you. They must have seen before.
I'd imagine so, yeah. Somebody will know what they are, won't they?
Yeah.
There we go. That is a Toblerone. Nice chocolate one.
Medieval coat hook, Detective Kev says. Mind you, with that spike on it, it would rip your cloak, wouldn't it? Possibly.
Just do have eaten a nice Toblerone now. Some chocolate. I might have to go down and grab some chocolate in it.
Yum, yum, yum. Must be something to do with an old style doorbell. No, it's certainly a strange item.
Oh, that's it. There is it. Was it this one? Oh, it's this one. Treasure Bandits. Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
So, Did you have it over there? It's here.
Can you show it or shall I?
You can go. Hang on.
Shall we quickly show yours one?
Yeah.
So here's Simon's one. And then what we're going to do is show you the pictures that the treasure bandits have sent through.
We'll do it like that and you'll be able to see both at the same time.
Ah, fantastic. I like that. I do like that.
To face.
Oh, yeah.
Like that.
Okay.
It's the other way.
The other way, isn't it?
Yes, opposite, isn't it?
There we go, everyone. Isn't that's interesting, isn't it? The decoration is slightly different on the end of the buckle fitting, if you like. It hasn't got the slight points, but the actual shape and the way it's folded over, which would have given it strength, and of course, the let's have a look at those close up. Very interesting. Can everybody see this now, Simon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, look. That's what they can see.
So maybe it was the other way actually. But either way, they're very, very close. Does that actually give a date for those? And of course, the leather would have been fixed in between this metal buckle fitting here. And no doubt there would have been a couple of rivets put through, a bit like modern belts, really. In fact, you can see the rivet there.
Yeah, so
see the rivets on the pictures,
I
yeah.
wonder what age they are then. Oh, hello, 1350.
Wow. 1350, 1450. Can you remember where you found that one?
No. It's years ago, though.
I've got an idea. It's by that famous trackwear of ours.
Oh, right.
I would imagine. It's pretty cool, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Yeah, thank you for finding that out for us. That's quite a cool book, actually. No.
It certainly is.
This one. Looks like that one, though.
It does, doesn't it?
It hasn't got the notch in it, look.
Yeah,
Maybe
it's just full of mud, isn't it? Because in that little hole it's full of mud.
That's the spot spitting image.
So that's almost identical. It is, it's, yeah.
Yeah, that's
almost
the one.
identical.
That is the one.
That is the one.
This is the one here. Let's zoom into it. Fortunately, it's going to go onto its side. It's this one.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Definitely is, isn't it?
Identical. Identical. Very good. I think the earliest belt buckle I've got is something similar, but mine's got like a pointed thing, but it's very, very delicate. Must have been for a child, I think.
Yeah.
Probably for a little girl or a little lad.
I'm not going to push that in, because I know what happens if I do that. Cool, yeah, thank you for that. Big Dove, hello.
Hello, Big Dove. How you doing? How you doing? Metal detecting channel. Hello again. That's cool. What else we got?
Let's have a look at the emails again. That's it for now at the moment.
Okay. What else you got in your treasure box then, Simon?
Would you like to give you that quickly? Because I'm just going to go and pour myself a quick cold drink because I'm quite thirsty.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll get you a cold drink and you can show everybody your finds. How's that? If you'd like to do that.
Well, I was going to actually get some chocolate as well.
Okay. Well, do you want me to do? You tell me. I don't
I'll
know.
quickly go. You can carry on doing that a second.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll be back in a sec. I won't be long.
Okie dokie. Well, okay. If you could just set me up so I can see myself on the screen when I'm showing things, and I know I'm here.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Okay. But I won't be able to do close-ups and swing everything around, of course.
No.
Okay. What does everyone think of this then? This is a dead unusual thing. And actually, I do remember where Simon found that buckle, because we were having lots of stuff off one particular field, which covered all ages from Roman right the way through to Victorian, really. But there was huge amounts. I think I'll sit here actually, because I'm used to sitting on this side. It's a bit like ant and deck, really. You know, you get used to sitting on your own side. Yeah, so we had this field, and we was getting loads of stuff. Like there was Roman stuff, every kind of period you could imagine. Quite a few hammers, and I think this is a medieval pot leg. So, but it is actually in two bits, because that part there was found away from this part. So, for whatever reason, it was shattered off, and they were separated on the field. They were about 15, 20 feet away, or even 5 or 6 feet, or whatever it would have been, because Simon found those. But if you look closely, guys, you can see an actual little leg, a foot. It's stylized as a foot, and it would be a small cooking pot leg. And I think they might have had 3 legs. It's a 3-legged cooking pot toe, if you like. See if I can get it to focus. There we go. So yeah, a medieval cooking pot foot. Very nice. Thank you, Jamie and Rachel. Yes, I agree. A medieval cooking pot leg foot. Hi, Carrix. How you doing? Welcome. Nice to see you. Yeah, so that's really quite a nice find. I like that. That's one that Simon found again. So, guys, we're just doing a little show and tell of Simon's bits and bobs. We are taking in emails if you'd like to send an email of some of your finds. Here's a small piece of, I think it's not quite complete. I think it's slightly broken, but there is a clothes fastening hook. The hook would have been at this end, of course, and it is slightly bent over, but of course, in fact, I think it's been straightened out a little bit by the plough or stones or whatever. And yeah, they would have sewed that onto their jerkin down the front of their clothes, and they would have had an eye at the other side. So there's a hook, which would have gone into the eye, and it would stay closed on there. There would have been a row of those, actually, to fasten someone's jerkin up. And jerkin is a good old-fashioned word, because it's what they used to wear. It was like a leather. I think it was a leather, almost like a waistcoat. Sometimes they would have had sleeves, and sometimes it might have been sleeveless with like a cotton shirt underneath. But yeah, that's quite nice. This is cool. Here's one for Mama. There's one for Mama. Look at this, Mama. Right. Those of us who are regular detectorists will know what this is. So we might just hold back and let everybody that's, maybe not so experienced have a guess. How's that? Simon did make me laugh the other day, because I said to him, I said, do you know what kind of key that is? And he said, he was joking, but I thought he was being serious, and it did make me laugh. He said, yeah, it's a gas key. It's a gas key for opening the gas thing outside the house. It's 100 years old.
It'd work.
It probably would work, actually.
Should I bring this up as well, that box?
Yes, if you want to, mate, yeah. So, yeah, this is a lovely old key. It's got some age to it. Well over 100 years old, I'd say. And, yeah, if you look, that should give, well, treasure bandits will know. And some of the other guys will know. Somebody just shout it out what it's for. This is the kind of key I would have. It's a barrel tap key. Because when they used to have the big old wooden kegs, basically they would have a metal fitting like a tap, and you would open it with a key like that. A barrel tap, that's right, MS, detectorist. A radiator key. A radiator key. I think that should get some kind of prize or something, because that's funny. Jimmy Cloak says the other hook thing looks like a medieval tattooing needle. Well, you never know, because they used to tattoo people, didn't they? No, somebody's just asked to see. Someone's just asked to see. Let me see if I can re-find that. Someone's just asked to see another item. Okay, well, I'm not sure. I think someone just asked to see an item that we'd already showed. I can't see it because it's gone up the screen, but if you ask again, I'll try and find it for you. Radiator key is a great answer for that. Barrel tap, definitely. It's a Dodds. What's a Dodds, Big Dove? Because I don't know what a Dodds is. A dodder. What's a dodder? Where I come from, if you're doddering, it means you're like, you're stumbling around. So that's an interesting thing, doddering. So if it's a dodder, it's a Dodds. Does that mean someone that's drunk? So interesting where I come from. The word doddering. Maybe it's connected with alcohol. We've had a few suggestions on that strange item.
Which one was that?
Carrot collects. I must apologise to you, because I've just found the whole name for you. Forgive me, I couldn't remember the bit on the end. So there's me being honest. Look, Carrot collects. You're very welcome. Nice to see you. Look who's come to see us.
Hi.
Say hello to everybody.
Hi.
You're going to introduce them. You're going to introduce your daughter.
This is Rosabelle, my daughter.
Yeah.
How old are you, Rosabelle?
7.
They said hi. Hi, Rosabelle.
Yeah, they're all saying hello to you. Did we have a nice walk today?
Yeah.
Say hello in there. No, just say hello.
Hi.
Detective Kev said hello, little lady. You're going to go to bed, you guys, now then?
Yeah.
Right, let's go and put you into bed.
Yeah.
So say...
So don't forget to stay awesome and share the love. Peace. Woo!
You're going to give your channel a shout out?
Oh.
No, alright then.
You're going to give us a shout out, like you do when you play your video playing.
Yeah.
Tell everybody then what you normally say when you're playing on your phone downstairs.
Give a shout out to Matt in UK Medtech, Simon and Adrian.
Right, say good night then.
Good night.
Awesome. Good night. Good night, Roosevelt.
Good night, Adrian.
Good night, sweetheart. Oh, isn't she a little angel? And it's really good, because she's going to be a good little YouTuber when she gets older, because she's already got her own little channel, actually. And sometimes she comes out with us and we'll be filming and stuff, well, not now at the moment, presently, but she's like, yeah, please subscribe to the Metal Detectives of Dorset. It's really fun to actually watch her, because she's only a youngster. So she is awesome. She's lovely. Okay, Ozark Lady Cooks, we'll wait for Simon to come back, because he's the one that operates all the electronic stuff. I talk to people because I can. Okay, Mama, I won't say a word. Okay. She's a little angel. Big Dove, are you going to join me? I bet you're on it. I'd like to know what your tipple is. Mama, that sounds really sweet. Really sweet. Really sweet to read. It will be appreciated, I can assure you, whatever it is. So, well, we've had a few little suggestions about your bits and bobs.
Have we?
Yes, but but for a moment, don't look at the live chat because there's a little surprise coming, but I'm not going to let you know what it is. But Mama and I think Ozark Lady Cooks is going to make something a little bit special. So don't look at the chat until it's gone up the thing. So everybody type something quick, then it'll go up the screen.
Yeah, that's shining.
Good, isn't it?
Mm.
Ask everybody what they think about that. Okay, Jimmy, have a super evening, morning, evening, because it's supper time. Yep, see you, Jimmy. See you again.
Pretend that you found it.
Oh,
Should I
yeah,
say-
pretend
should I-
that I found it. No.
Right, look now.
Well, yeah, not quite.
Click
Somebody's
click
just
on-
got to type.
Click on the
something.
chat and then just click on.
Right, I'm going to write this. Oh, it's not gone on. What's it? That's it. That's perfectly fine anyway. Okay, lovely. Yeah. So, what do you think about that? What does everybody think of this? I think there's a very slight lag, but yeah, we
The
think,
screen just went off then, came back on.
yeah, we've got a slight time lag, everybody. What's that?
Hmm?
What is it?
Real diamond. No, it's not real diamond. Well, I don't think it is. I think I bought this.
Can't figure it out actually because
No,
go on,
I
Tom.
can't remember where I bought it from. It was either a car boot sale or somewhere else. I can't remember. I don't think it's real. It's not got a hallmark in it, and it was only £6. So
But if you look at the stones, actually quite close up,
Mm.
there's like lots of faceting underneath the stones. I mean, there's a lot of work gone in that for it to be. And look at the colours on it.
Yeah.
For it not to be gold, the little stones seem to have a lot
Yeah,
of
listen.
work. Treasure bandits are asking who's a lucky girl. Tell him. He's having a rest from all that palaver, aren't you, mate?
Yeah.
After the last one.
Oh, yeah.
Well, what's the rumble?
No.
Actually, she was a lovely girl. I liked her.
Which one?
The one with the long blonde hair.
Oh yeah, Sam. Yeah, she was
Yeah.
nice.
Well, I wasn't going to mention the name, but you know, yeah. I'm sorry it didn't work out with. I thought he was all right. You know?
Never mind. Mustn't grumble.
I'm all muscle grumbled out, actually.
Plenty more fish out in the sea. Just gotta get the fishing rod.
Yeah, you got to just get your fishing rod out, but avoid the sharks. That's the
Yeah.
problem. And the slippery eels. You know, you've got to find yourself a beautiful angelfish. Yeah,
Did you show most of these?
and avoid the dogfish too.
Yeah. The trout.
And the trouts, yes. Nice angelfish. That'll be. No, I didn't actually.
That as well. That's
I didn't show that. I think that's part of the. I think that's part of the pilgrim's badge actually. That's broken. So perhaps if you show them. Any ideas on this? I'm going to go and have a
it's lead.
wee smoke. No, that's very early. And again, that came from that field where we had lots of medieval stuff. So,
Yeah.
and it was a very early trackway. And they must have camped along at certain points, and that came off there. And I think that's possibly a part of the pilgrims' religious badge, or because to me it looks like the top of a cross.
Yeah.
So, just going out for a naughty cigarettes, guys. Is somebody in there going to send us a nice gold find? Because you know what we like to do when we see gold.
Should we check the emails again?
Yes.
Oh, we've got more emails.
Oh, good. Well, I'm just going to go out for a cigarette.
Okay.
If you want to show them a few finds or something, you can do. Or you can do the email side. Whatever you like that.
Okay, so let's check the emails. Asian just nearly knocked the green screen over. That's nice. Let me just go back. Oh, we've got quite a few. Dark Lady Cooks, Pioneer Blue Willow. That's a nice plate. You can get that up on the screen for everyone to see. That's similar to the colours of what we find in the fields actually when we go out. There we go. You'll usually find quite a bit of this blue sort of plate. Very nice indeed. I can see a picture of Adrian. Showing his key. Here's the plate from the side-on view. And there's Adrian. It's gone a bit blurry. Thank you for sharing that with us. On to the next one. The next one is from MS Detectorist, found in the same field. I know what they are, but do you lot know what they are? Not the foggiest, but I'll show it to everybody and see what everyone else thinks. It's gone on inside. Hang on. So MS Detectorists said that they found these in the same field. They know what they are, but do we know what they are? Cool, those plates weighed quite heavy then. They're very nice plates, Mary. They're really nice. Bless her.
Can I borrow your phone, sorry?
Hmm?
Can I borrow your phone to follow it? That was cool. What's that?
I'm not sure yet. Hang on a minute.
Oh, you're going to pop us onto the right thing. That's cool. What was that? Lady Cook had a disaster because the children came running down the stairs and overturned the cupboard. My mum and my auntie used to break all my grandma's things, you know. And the great ones as well.
I'm going to have to go sort Roosevelt out.
Okay, well, I'm quite happy to see you.
She's calling me.
Okay, well, the only thing is, I've actually left my cigarette down there.
Alright.
So. Shall we go see her?
Yeah, just see what she wants, please. That's alright. So does anybody know what these are? Ah, first used in World War One. Spinning tops for gambling. Cool. Learn something new every day. Let's see what else we've got. Another one from MS Detectorist. Oh, they're cool.
She's all right. She's so well. She's fine.
Hmm.
I have it.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell them I'm going to show them my fantastic herb garden that I've planted when I come back up.
Okay. Sorry about that, guys. This is another one from MS Detectorist. They're both made out of lead. Is that an eagle? Looks like an eagle head. And this is a rooster or a cockerel. Or chicken. They're funky. Let's see what else we have. Treasure bandits are next. That looks cool. There we go, guys. There's one from the Treasure Bandits. Any ideas what that is? I was thinking it was some sort of a winder, actually. Don't tilt your head to the right and look at it. Yeah, Detective Kev, that's what I was thinking. You turn your head to the right. That looks interesting. What is that? Looks like this used to sit in something. Maybe it's another winder for something. It does look gold. Is it gold? No, I don't think it's gold. It's got bits of green here. It's pretty cool, actually. And that is, I'm not sure. Anyone in the chat? Adventures with Mark. Hello. This is Mark's first time in the chat, everyone.
Hi, Adventures with Mark. How are you doing? Welcome to you, friend. We're actually doing a show and tell of some of our friends here as finds. So we've quite a lot of interesting things coming, actually. I was just watching the little medieval key. That was incredible. Very early.
Yeah, so if everyone in the chat can say hello to Adventures with Mark, welcome them all here. I need to replace some.
Sauce. I was hogging Simon's phone.
Oh, we'll go back to this.
Yeah, Adventures with Mark. Where are you from? Where are you from? What part of the world are you from? Just so everybody gets an idea, you know. I don't know if you guys have what. I don't know if any of you. Oh, Mark's in Wiltshire, just down the road from where Simon lives. And that's cool.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's a small world.
Very small world. Ozark Lady Cook. Awesome.
So did we know what this one was on the picture?
Somebody said it was a crabbing stick. I saw. So I dare say it would have been on a long wooden prong, and if I saw a great big crab in the sea, when I was a kid, I saw one, a huge orange one in the sea, and I was desperate to try and get it for my grandma, but the problem was she was like about 80 miles away. It would have gone off. And it was sat there like that, trying to sort of like get me. So every time I went for it, it was like that, looking up at me with its funny eyes on stalks, you know, like that.
Tink said he's been quite busy in Muff today.
Really? What's been happening in Muff tonight then, Tinks? It's always busy in Muff.
Have you been up to your eyeballs in Muff?
A stylus, okay. An early form of writing tool.
Cool.
Because they could have had a lead plaque, if you like. And they could have done like Roman numerals or any kind of engraving really on there, I suppose, or even on other stuff, couldn't they? Clay or whatever.
True. Another one from Treasure Bandits.
That's interesting. That's very early, that is.
A little pot. Another one from Treasure Bandits. Looks like a little pot, doesn't it?
The crabbing spike was a good guess, actually. Because if somebody would have told me it was a crabbing spike, I'd have thought, well, yeah. But how cool.
Drum Detect. Hello.
Hello, Drum and Detect. How you doing? We're having a show and tell, everybody. So if you haven't sent anything in, or even if you've already sent something in, send some more, because it's all interesting. We're sharing our finds, and we really enjoy doing this. So, yeah. And of course, if you're new to our channel, please join us. Please subscribe. And that would be awesome, because we like to grow our family. It's really awesome because we're getting people from all over the world, and we like to do the show and tell, don't we?
Yeah, we do, yeah.
Yeah, and we all learn from each other's finds, and yeah, it's very enjoyable. That's a beautiful little thing, isn't it?
Do we know what that is yet?
I'm going to take a guess. No, I was that lady was saying hydro, as in hydro and detect. Should have gone to spectators.
Yeah, I think it's a little pot, isn't it?
Yes, but I'm going to have a guess. Detective Kev is on. He's on form tonight, you know. It's a borrower's cauldron. That's early.
It is.
Very early. I don't know why, but does it have 3 hooks or just the 2 that you can see? Matty's Metal Detect in South Wales. How you doing? How you doing, mate? Nice to see you. Does it have 3 hooks or 2? This was from the Treasure Bandits, yeah?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm probably completely wrong, actually.
3 different calibers. Martini Henry bullet. I found an old Victorian rifle range.
Detective Kev has had hundreds of bullets off this site. Loads and loads and loads. All different types and ages and sizes and everything.
It would be if it was, a range.
Rifle range, yeah.
The bass player. Hello.
The bass player, how you doing, lads? How you doing? Well, I just had this weird feeling, because it's got the 2 funny little hooks on, that it should have been hung up. But my question would be, are there 3 hooks, so it'd be equally spaced? But it looked like it was on each side. But my original thought was hanging, something that would hang from a chain, and maybe have had oils in, with heat underneath, it would have released a nice smell into the room. But I'm probably wrong. Well, you never know. Could be an ointment pot from an apothecary's shop. There's been so many finds shown tonight. Well, actually, there's been quite a few, actually, yeah. Recent finds. Well, none of us can go out detecting at the moment. We're all chomping at the bit trying to get out the house, and we can't because of obvious reasons. So we're just showing our interesting bits and bobs that people are finding. quite enjoyable.
I think that's the last one so far.
And miniature cauldron used for pincushions. Can we go back to that, actually?
Yeah.
That was an interesting find, you know. That looked quite early, didn't it?
Mm.
It's very old indeed.
Maybe it's one of the borrowers' pots.
Somebody said that earlier.
Yeah.
Good guess. Tiny Tinks, that's a new one. we saw Tink's lockdown haircut the other night.
In fact, he was tiny, wasn't he, before? Because he was the Irish thing when he had the beer in his hand as well. Lager.
Oh yes, it was a leprechaun. That was funny actually. Have you still got that?
Probably, but I won't be able to find it.
No.
I don't know.
Okay. Tom Thumb's potty. That's the best answer of the night. Very good. That's very early, whatever it is. That must have had a serious use. If it was a pincushion, though, my question is, why would there be hooks on the side? If you see what I mean. Well, there must be a reason. Anyway, guys, did you enjoy the little video earlier that we released tonight? It was a, if you like, what's the word for it, Sam?
What's that, sorry? Premiere?
Yeah. When we merged the two together, what did we do to it?
Remastered.
Remastered. We remastered 2 old videos and took out, put them together, didn't we?
Yeah,
It's quite good. I like the gypsy caravans most, and the onion butters. And when the dogs barked.
Yeah.
There's Tinks' hairdo. It's his lockdown hairdo.
No need to see this.
Oh right.
I'm just looking for that leprechaun one. I can't remember when he sent it now. Must have been further back.
Well, he's got quite a few there, so we're just looking for Tinks. We're looking for Tinks' grand day out.
Have to leave it for now.
Okay, well, it's in one of those, I'm sure. If you want to, it's up to you. Well, while you're looking for that, can I show them my herb garden?
Yeah.
Right. I've been watching today on how to grow your own herbs, but I was also watching quite a while back, so I thought I'll have a go at this.
I know that very well.
Oh, right, yeah. So yeah, here is my herb garden. It's got something very special in it because so far I'm not doing very well. I love Marmite, okay, so I decided to do my own little herb garden in a Marmite pot. Yeah. Not really, but actually the idea is fun because there's a piece of glass which is here, which I planted. You see, can you see it? In case I break a glass like this, I'm trying to grow a new one in advance. So I've planted a glass plant. No, not honestly. It's what I did. We found these, didn't we? We actually dug these up, and I looked at some tonight, and I thought, I wonder if somebody would like a Marmite pot, because I like Marmite, and these are old ones. And I picked it up, and I was going to clean it, and I looked at it. There was a bit of glass from when we dug it up out the gypsy pit, and of course that grass, incredibly, this has been buried under the ground 40 something years, and there's grass growing out of it. So how does that work? Now, have those seeds been under the ground all those years, or has a bird passing over dropped it? I don't know. I just thought it would make you laugh.
It's been outside, hasn't it, for the last, well, since you were last down in November.
Months. Yeah, since November. So probably a bird's gone over and had the poo, and then made a seed in the Marmite pot. So there's my herb garden. I was thinking if somebody really likes that, I might do a giveaway on it, but probably nobody would like it really. Minus the herbs and the glass, by the way. It was just a joke, really.
Been sent an email, I think.
Oh, righty-ho, we've got mail. We've got mail. Oh, this looks interesting. Hold on to your hats
Hang on, they're not. It's these ones first.
and your drawers. In fact, go and have a rummage in your drawers and see what you can find.
Not those drawers.
I don't know what you mean. Yes, have a good rummage in your drawers. You never know what you might find. That's pretty cool.
This is another one from, was this Detective Kev?
Mama's going to grow an eggplant. She can't. She doesn't know how deep to plant the eggs. Come on, tell them all about it then.
With this?
Yeah.
Who's it from? This one. This is another one from that rifle range, isn't it?
Detective Kev.
Yeah. Who's that toy?
No, it's a bullet. No. What kind of toy? I don't know what I've got a clue what you're on about. Oh, yeah, Simon's blushing now, so he should.
No, not one of those toys. Just a toy bullet.
No, it's definitely a real bullet. Looks
Yeah,
live.
it's a live one.
Yeah, it looks live.
So let's have a look. See what else we got.
Found it by the river.
Cool.
Down by the riverside. Down by the riverside.
And that's a live World War II era bullet.
The bottom started to get a bit hot, so we threw it into some. You have to be careful with like ammunition like this because it is live, isn't it? Unless it's unless it's got the strike mark on the bottom of the bullet and somebody's put the end back in later on. But they're often live if they're only flying, of course.
That bullet looks a bit damaged, doesn't it?
Well, it's slightly corroded. They don't look very spiky, does it? Have you got any more?
That's it for that one. Let's go back onto the next one. We've got to do that, we've got to shut this off.
All right. Rightio.
And this. Just got to remember to do it in the right order.
So what are you looking for now?
This next one.
All right. Let's have a look at this one. Oh, this is the part where you have to hold on to your drawers. No, I like that. I like them. I like them all.
gold and silver.
Hey, Tinks, there's your pot of gold. So, Kev, are those? I mean, I can tell that some are silver, and some of them certainly look like gold. What's Are these all finds that you dug up then, Kev? They look like it, don't they?
Yeah.
And that looks like a gold ring at the front there. That's funny how it's broken like that, isn't it?
It's probably been resized, maybe.
Unusual for it to be snapped like that.
Broken, is it?
I don't know. Almost looks like it could have been fixed, and they've put gold plate on it, and then it's corroded out. I bet that's a beach find for a guess. I'm going to guess it's a beach find. Or that's Kev. I might be wrong.
It's got all the down.
You have the so I can see.
Yeah. I'm going to have to go to bed. I'm really tired.
Are you?
Yeah.
It's all right for me because I had a little kip earlier, didn't I?
Yeah.
I came over really tired, and I was the same. I was going to sleep. Because I'm not going to be able to do all this.
I know.
We know that anyway. It took me about 3 days to get one up.
So that all looks like silver.
But I'm quite happy to sit and talk to people, you know.
Yeah, you can talk to people.
Yeah. Want me back up on the screen,
That
and I
looks
can
like-
show them a few bits and bobs, you know.
Looks like some silver bars there, like cufflinks.
Oh yeah, cufflinks, definitely.
Wing. Let's see what it's saying about it. See if it is detecting finds.
And it's been snipped.
Detect travel. Hello. Beach finds. Detect Kev said.
Beach finds. That's when I was looking at that ring. I thought, well, maybe it's been repaired or something, and it's been snapped. Detect Travel, how you doing? Welcome. We had the guys. For those of you who weren't there last night, we had this crazy live stream. What time did we start, Simon? Approximately. I can't remember. I can't remember either. We're both very, very tired because we was up quite late. But we had the most hysterical live stream last night in parts. I mean, it was hilarious. And I think we're both a bit worn out, aren't we? Really?
Yeah, I'm tired.
Yeah. Well, Simon's a bit tired tonight, and I'm just kind of calm. Do you know what I mean? The ancient order of froth blowers. Something like a pint then. If you
Granddaughter's first ever time now detecting, and she finds this with simplex.
Well, this looks good. Anyway, Kev, well done for those potted treasures.
Nice
Now,
ring.
isn't that an awesome? Oh wow! Isn't that an awesome picture? Isn't that cool? Well, that's lovely.
Is it
What's
real?
the beverage that I'm drinking? Well, in England, we have something called special tea. It's very special. That's a lovely picture. It really is adorable.
Show me specialty then.
Yeah, my special tea. It's herbal. It's herbal, and it's made from special things called apples. It's called cider. I am a cider drinker. I knew that Simon was a bit tired, and I didn't want to start acting all silly because I might sort of like do your head in, you know. You know me cope quite well, don't you?
Yeah. Good luck, you lot.
The best thing you could do is go downstairs and inhale
Just have a
loads of
little nap.
nice fresh air.
Mm.
Inhale loads of nice fresh air.
It's warm up there as well, isn't it?
It is, but it's all right for me.
Let's get
So
through these pictures
I had a nap
first.
earlier,
I
didn't
take
I?
this
So-
off for now.
That is a lovely picture. That's worth sending to Metal Detector magazine.
Yeah.
Actually, that could be the front picture of a Metal Detector magazine.
Yeah, it'd be good.
Mm. Yeah, so guys, it's great to see you all. And if you're not actually subscribed to mine and Simon's channel, please feel free. We'd love to have you. And of course, we will return the favour. Not a problem. Not a problem.
And don't forget to give it a thumbs up.
Oh, yeah. You get your thumb, you go down to the like button and you go ping. Well, like I said earlier, you can nose butt it, head butt it, you can use your toe, we don't mind. You can get the car in and drive over your keyboard as long as you subscribe. And hit the thumbs up button. We don't mind.
Ooh,
Oh, here we go, Treasure Bandits. This is...
not yet.
oh, forgive me, I was a bit previous then.
Drum detects next.
Sorry, I was a bit premature.
Is that a spoon?
I haven't got a clue, but it looks good.
Oh,
Now,
yeah.
this is very early.
Tomback spoon bowl.
A tomback. Now, I hear the term tomback button, which I'm always puzzled about because we just call them buttons over here, don't we? You know, you've got the silver ones.
Mm.
And you hear the term tomback button. If that's a tomback spoon, I wonder why it's called a tomback. Was that the manufacturer that made those? Any ideas,
See the lines,
guys?
is it the lines on it? I don't know.
No idea. Any ideas, guys? Type in the chat. That'll be interesting. Hey, bass player, please do. We'd like that very much. Share us out. Do something. That was a lovely ring that little girl found, wasn't it? It was
Yeah.
super duper duper. Well done, that little sweet little girl, bless her. How
She was well
lovely.
chuffed.
I bet she was.
Is it, what sort of stone was in it?
Oh, interesting. Tomback is a type of metal. Now, I didn't know that. Can you remember who sent this in, Simon? Who sent this one in?
I believe it was Drum and Detect. I might be wrong.
I think it was actually.
Yeah, because they answered you.
Oh, right. Drum and Detect. Good find.
Yeah.
Absolutely super fine. Okay. Right. So tomback was a specific blend of metals.
The Detect-Its. Hello.
Hey, Detectives, how you doing?
That's cool, isn't
It
it?
is pretty cool, actually.
So
yeah.
is that that's a spoon then? Like
That looks like a spoon bowl, doesn't it? Definitely a spoon bowl, and the
Well,
pattern is on the back, which
which, like,
for some reason was made. And I tell you what, it was probably used for mixing puddings up or something. And the ridges would have prevented the spoon wearing out prematurely. That's my guess.
I always end up finding just the handle.
Yeah, we only had to get the ends, don't we? Yeah.
Yeah, very well, thank you.
Yeah, Detectives, it's great to see you. We had a crazy live stream last night, and we only started. We were going to go on there for like a short while. When we couldn't get into the panel with you guys, unfortunately, we just thought, well, I was so hyped up, and I thought we've got to do something now. So we did the live, and it went on for 4 hours, and it was hysterical. And it was hysterical, really hysterical. We're both a bit worn out, aren't we? Really.
Yeah.
And we went out for a mad walk today, and did a bit of filming actually on our sort of allocated 10-20 minute walk in the woods. It was awesome, and we found some really good things. And so we're going to put a good video together over the next few days and get that one out. But yeah, Simon is. It's all right for me because I had to sleep today, and Simon is really tired. So
But mind you mustn't grumble.
you've got to do it with gusto. You have to go. Still, go on.
Still, mustn't grumble.
Yeah. Still. Mustn't grumble. What we're looking for here then?
And I'm just opening this up a minute. You'll see it in a minute.
Righty-ho. Okay. Yeah, so we're a little bit worn out, detectives, to be honest with you. It's all right for me because I had a sleep this afternoon, and then obviously Simon's been with his little girl all day. So yeah, that's a lovely spoon.
It is, yeah.
Very nice.
Let's go on to the next one.
Ambient girl, how you doing, sweet lady? Nice to see you.
Hello. Is it this one next? Yeah. Treasure Bandits next. World War One and World War Two.
Oh,
Nice
lovely,
medals.
lovely. Treasure Bandits.
Yeah.
Awesome collection. Wait till you get your peepers on these guys. These are awesome. Awesome. Wow. Think it's then Tyson Fury would like these. How do we find gentlemen plan on being on? Well, actually, we don't know. You never know with us.
I bet you'll probably be on longer than me.
Oh, I'm the one that's, yeah. I'm quite happy to talk, but I can't do show and tells because I've got no coordination with all the controls because I push it to go that way and it goes that way. And if I push it to go that way, it goes the other way. So, I just fail. I openly admit it. I'm technological. How do you say it? I'm a technological Neanderthal, but I'm very handsome.
It's cool, isn't it?
Well, my mum thinks so. They are awesome, actually.
Some more there, look.
That's a collection, look. That's lovely. Oh, you see that one there? Now, when I was very young, that one, I actually had one of those. It's a gunner's badge, but I don't know what regiment or such, but I found one of those in a beautiful place called Hardwick Hall. And when I was a kid, you could just go there on your bike and you get your detector out behind the trees in case you saw the wardens going up and down the road,
Yeah.
Wishing when you were 13, when I was a kid. But I found one of those, and that's a beautiful badge.
That's like a golf.
They're machine guns.
Yeah.
Well, I've always thought they were machine guns.
That looked like a golf club to me.
It looks like a golf club, but if you look at that
one
is
does.
a machine gun stock, and you've got the same there. That's the way I've always looked at it. It was machine guns. What are they called? Bren guns. Treasure Bandits. You probably know about this. You may have researched it. So where they're called Bren guns. Look at that. Aren't they lovely? If I was you, mate, I'd open the window, take some.
Yeah, Rosebuds calling me as well.
Okay. Have a bit of fresh air on the front doorstep.
Cool, aren't they?
What a collection. There's a lovely RAF badge with an aeroplane on it. That's awesome. Of course, you see where Digger's Den Tyson Fury lives and Treasure Bandits, they're on the south coast where all the troops were stationed en masse in their hundreds of thousands. But so was the Dorset coast, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We had them around here as well, yeah.
It's a biplane.
That's lovely, isn't it? Dead unusual for them to be together like that. Bass Player, it's been wonderful to see you. We probably will be here in a while. Hit our subscribe button, buddy, if you haven't already. And it's great to see you. Thank you. World War One pin. That is very nice.
It is. Treasure Bandits. Rachel's first ever gold ring.
Oh wow, look at that. Nice.
It's got an inscription as well.
Adolphus. Is it Adolphus? Adolphus Nelson, is it? Wow, Adolphus Nelson. You'd be able to trace the. You'd be able to find out where Adolphus Nelson was probably buried, actually, or born even, because that's such an unusual name. That is beautiful. Can you go and sort those Bell out, mate?
She didn't say it again, this year.
Okay.
Just try and get to the end of these pictures and I'm going to go down for a bit, I think.
Okay.
That's a nice ring, though, isn't it?
It's beautiful. Ambi and Gold went for a walk today out in the woods, but what a find! But Adolphus Nelson. Births, deaths, and marriages. You'll be able to find where that guy lived because it's such an unusual a name. It's not like, for example, John Smith, is it? You know, Adolphus Nelson. Births, deaths, and marriages. You could
There's
actually
something else up here as well, look. Maybe we'll go on to the
trace
next
that.
page and see what's...
Okay.
There we go.
Oh, it's got a date as well. Look at that. 10th of the 5th.
1916 or 15.
Now, is that 1815 or is that?
1916.
It's 1916. Now, you see, I thought that was a lot earlier because of the thickness and the way it looked. I thought it was like Georgian.
Mind you, that could have been printed after this.
Well,
Give
there
it
is
somebody.
that. It was the engraving that I thought that made it older, you know. What a beautiful find. Well done, Rachel. Well done, Treasure Bandits. Well done. Look at that. Lovely. So it was engraved 1916. So did you actually date the hallmarks to that date as well, just out of interest? I think that's the Chester hallmark, isn't it? Is that a Jaguar there? Second one down is a Jaguar.
I'm not sure. It's like a skull.
If it is, it's a Jaguar. If it looks like a skull, I think. I may be wrong.
I'll have to use this charger to put on removable thing while she goes to sleep. Just here, we're going to go and take that and just put it on charge for a bit in a minute.
Yeah, right. Where is it?
I'll take it in a minute and do it.
Well, I can't even see a charger.
Nice ring. No, I mean the actual green thing.
Oh, right. Do you want me to take it through?
No, I can do it because I've got to
Okay.
go down and get a charger anyway.
All right then, mate. Well, if you get me back on screen, then I'll just talk to people. But I can't do the shows and tells because I can't do the moving around to the thing. So.
We did have a book on hallmarks, but I don't know where it's gone. Unless it was in that book. Just have a look and see if there's...
Have we got this thing here? Is that okay?
Yeah, we're still
Yeah.
talking, yeah.
I think I might be wrong, everybody, but I think a Jaguar hallmark is actually Chester. I seem to think it's Chester, but maybe else somebody can quickly have a look, perhaps.
Kathy Simmons.
Okay, this next one is from Kathy Simmons, and it's English relics found in the USA, which you would call colonial relics, really. Colonial relics. Detectives going, high pressures.
Is Kathy still in here?
I'm not sure because I haven't been watching the chat. Somebody was going to hop off then.
Yeah, that was
Okay.
earlier.
Right now.
I haven't seen Kathy Red for a while.
Okay, well, I really should go and put this on charge so I can actually talk to people, isn't it?
Do you use that plug there, look? Down there. I'll take mine out there and you can plug it in there, look.
Oh, right, is that the same charger?
No,
Sorry, guys, we're just sorting out my phone for a moment.
no, you have to get your charger because this
Right.
is a different charger, you see.
Okay, shall I do that then?
Yeah, I would.
All right.
Yeah, that's a nice button, that one. Is Kathy still in the chat room? There she is.
Okay,
Kathy's World.
nice river pickers, Kathy. Now that's the love button.
And there's the back with the shank.
Yeah, and it's made in England, of course. Another thing is to find something over there. I presume is very, very exciting, especially from it's from the old country, with early settlers going over back in the day. Lovely find, well done, well done. Just to say, everyone, we're having a super evening. Simon's very tired, but he's all right. So if Simon has to go and have a nap or something,
No, I'm not done yet. No, I'll just go down and get some fresh air, and I'll be back.
Oh right, he's going to get some fresh air, which I think will do him good. It is Chester
It's really hot
Detectives,
up there,
yeah. But I'm quite happy to. I can't do the moving around on the screen of things, so. But I'm quite happy to talk to everybody.
But they can still send their phones because I'll be back.
Great, yeah. You can still send your finds and everyone, and that'd be super duper.
It's your wooden leg.
my leg does not look like that. I can assure you. My peg leg. You leave my peg leg alone.
Is that a wooden leg?
Hello, sir.
I bought them up as well for you.
Oh, cool.
I don't know if you like them ones.
Brilliant. Hot chicken wings. You want me to die? I'm allergic to chili.
It's either that or it's drunk. They're hot, even hotter. Like,
Oh no, I can't do that.
chilies.
No.
They've got
I'm
two.
fine, thank you, Simon. No.
Email sir.
We're in it now. Feels like we're in an oven. It's very hot in here.
Yeah, thank you for sharing those with us, Kathy.
Super finds, Kathy. Lovely finds. And very historic too.
Mm.
Well, this looks interesting. Oh, it says there, look, it's got a little
English
description
relics.
there, look. Have we looked at all those, Simon?
Yeah, we looked at those.
We've looked at those, okay. This button this is Kathy's. So
Yeah.
coming back to Kathy's find.
Oh, that's not. Is that the same? No, because Kathy's from England, isn't she?
No,
Okay.
it's Mass River Pickers, and it's Kathy that sent it in.
All right, okay.
And the short description. Hi there, this button is not a river find. It was found in an old. Oh, this is interesting. It was found in an old button rag dump in the woods, where people used to dump their stuff, probably with old bottles, possibly, and lots of other relics. And the back mark is a sword, cross sword. It was made in England. I would imagine that would have been made in Birmingham, Kathy, because the manufacturing industry in Birmingham, where I actually live, was famous throughout the land for producing small buttons like this, and the cat badges. The cat badges that we find, they were produced by the millions in Birmingham. It became from a very small place into a huge industrial place where people popped in from all around the United Kingdom. Actually, people say, well, people didn't travel far, but they actually did travel a long way for work. So yeah, what a super find.
Clay pipe then, like that one that we got.
So yeah,
Like
probably would have been made where I
Show that
lived.
one.
Yes, Kathy probably would like to see that, and everybody else too.
There's another clay pipe. Well, part of one.
Yeah, and it's nice. Go and get yourself some fresh air.
Yeah,
tonight.
there's still a couple more emails.
Oh, okay then. I was just going to say that. Did you know, out of interest, that these pipes cost 1 pence? So you'd go to the shop, and this particular one would have been about 1915 because of the actual style. Your one is much earlier. Yours is very, very much earlier, Kathy. This pipe stem probably would have been about that long at the longest, because they made the holes much more narrower, and it would have been filled with tobacco, and you bought it for a penny, complete with tobacco already in it. Now that's interesting. I didn't know this until the other day, until I learned it from Nicola White's channel. Nicola White has a super channel, and yeah, so you learn a lot from Nicola White, and she finds hundreds of clay pipes. So yeah, lovely little clay pipe. Is there another one there, Simon?
No, I haven't got another one.
You haven't got another one. Okay. Oh yes, I found this one. Unfortunately, not as nice as Simon's, but if you look at one of our videos called the Shepherd Hut Field, I actually found this. It's in the video where I actually walked across the field and found this clay pipe laying on the ground in the mud. It was an eyes only find. very close to a signal that I had, but it was split. Because when they ploughed the field, and what I believe happened, the frost in the winter, it would have been wet and it would have frozen, and for whatever reason, it actually split the pipe in half, and it was just laying there, just like so. It's still got the dirt in it when I found it on the field. So yeah, not valuable, but it's valuable to me.
Next one's from Drum and Detect. Is this fake? 1747 kg 2 halfpenny.
Well, that looks nice.
You can tell it's a fake, do you?
I don't think I've seen something like that before. That's really quite... Mash River Pickers Kathy. Yes, love, we understand. We really do. To find a button from England would be amazing. Yeah, we do understand. We really do. You have to come over and see us. Yeah, you have to get your... one day, get your suitcases packed and come to England. We'll take you out. That coin is dead unusual, because I mean all the markings in the centre don't seem right, do they? Unless that's just where the patina's worn off with age.
Could be.
What does everybody else think, everyone? You must probably have a better idea than what I do. It's been in circulation, that's for sure. Well, it looks like it has. But it says Britannia, Britain, and it's got NIA, like Britannia. That's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Haven't seen one like that before. Do we have the reverse?
There's 2 ends as well. The R's broken off of there as well.
Do you think it's got an iron base or something and it's been covered in copper?
Yeah, it looks like it's got a different sort of base model, and
It does.
maybe it's silver, does it?
Unless that's actually soil on it. It could be soil on that sign. Actually, you know what? It's soil, because all around the letters you've got the see that and that and that.
That looks
That's
flat
soil.
there, look.
That's a little bit of rust corrosion. Yeah, sure. Is it fake? Can we see the other side?
They even sent one picture.
It is hard to tell, isn't it?
I think they've only sent one picture. Hang on. Yeah, there's only one picture. Have you got another picture of the other side? Drum and Detect.
Dug from the field. Yeah, Drum and Detect. Could you send the other side for us, please? I've got a feeling it's like a Georgian one by the look of it. Certainly not Victorian. I would imagine the other side should have the king on it. And that will help to identify its age. But it has got a date there, hasn't it, at the bottom? But it's very worn. I can't quite see that.
Looks like a 15 something.
It won't be
I don't think
15.
it'll be 15.
No. Yeah,
No,
yeah.
no. It looks like a 1 and a 5.
Yeah, you're right, actually. We didn't have silver ones. They had silver ones, didn't they? Hard to tell. Without seeing the other side, I can't even do a guess as to what's.
Looks like 15 or 18, 19.
I'm going to guess it's 17 something. What does everybody think? Simon, while you're doing that, I'm going to get my phone sorted out so I can actually see the chat.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Unless you want to whiz out so
yeah,
we can
but,
see the chat.
You know, I won't be hearing it though, will I? So I have to go sort it out.
Okay.
It might
That's
be
all right then,
because
pop
she
me
might
on
not be able to sleep because we're talking quite loud, because it is next door.
Okay.
I might take her downstairs and let her fall asleep on the sofa or something.
Okay.
Because she does need an earlier night though. She's going to bed every night quite late, isn't she? They say
17. Right then, mate. You go and sort Rosabelle out.
Right, let me just go come off of this then, yeah? Or do you want me to leave that on there? If you want to get it up again, just press that one. take it off, and that goes to
No,
you.
it's fine. All I can do is chat with our friends, and that's.
I think
my-
that was the last
so-
picture anyway. Let me just check.
It's very nice.
Yeah, that was the last picture.
Okay.
She's crying.
Okay. Well,
Alright.
Oh. Sugar right.
Right, guys. Hopefully, I'll see you in a bit.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone.
I'm glad I did that because that's really made me laugh. It's not often you get your mate go. No, that's funny. Good. I'll go and get some fresh air, mate. Sort little Rosabelle out, and I'll see you when you're ready. All right. Okay.
Let me get your charger.
Yes, please.
Where
I've got
is
I've got my phone here. The charger could be anywhere, unfortunately.
I'll try to see if I can find it.
I haven't got a clue.
There's one here.
Is it a white one? It's probably my one.
Yeah.
So.
Is that yours?
Yeah, Simon,
That's the
ambient girl, you're so sweet. Simon is exhausted, actually. We've had too many late nights doing editing, live streams, and then it's just been a bit too much, really. But at the same time, it's been great, if you understand, you know. So it's just very tidy. Sorry, he's just very tired at the moment. Ozark Lady Cooks. Ozark Lady Cooks is missing you already, Si. So yes, last night we had a hysterical live stream, and I mean it was incredible. It was hysteria all around at points. Is Mama still here? Mama. I'm sure Mama's somewhere listening. Not young roosters. Not young roosters. You can say that again. Just for that, you're going to get this. Brock, buck, 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 Brock, buck, 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 buck. Ooh. Trust in me, trust in me. Close your eyes and trust in me. I want all your ramets. You have to send all your ramets to the metal detective of Dorset. Yeah, all of them, and the gold. And when we get all your gold, we'll go. Hey, get off my land. Oh, is that Lady Cooks? Well, I'm so sorry. It whizzed up the screen so quick, you see. Let me see if I can find it. Simon's exhausted. He's truly exhausted. He was falling asleep here a moment ago, bless him. He will be back in a bit. Look at the chat, guys. He'll be back shortly, I promise you. He won't be long. Just looking after his sweet little angel. She can't sleep at the moment, bless her. It is quite hot tonight, I don't know why, and the heating's off. I can misbehave as much as I like at my age. Yeah, and I'm going to. Bomber command coming into land. Meh, meh. And all the sheep run away. There's a strange man in glasses. Send me your hammers. Meh. Do I need supervision? I wouldn't mind. I do like me Wallace and Grom, but unfortunately they're all in Birmingham. I only came down here for a few days. I mean, I was coming down for the weekend to go metal detecting and said, right, we'll stop for another 3-4 days, make some videos, and off I'm going to go. And then look what happened. They put us all in chastity belt seats, didn't they? With keys, magic keys. Well, actually, it's just bird seed. The birds pooed in my Marmite pot. It was left on the patio from when we found it in that video that you saw earlier. And that little bit of glass was just in the soil. I was thinking about doing a giveaway of a Marmite pot, but I think they're quite expensive to post, really. Unfortunately, especially if it's full of that. I've still got the original muck. That's called muck. We have earth, and we have, where I'm from, down south, they have earth, and where I'm from, they have muck. Good old-fashioned muck. Oh, Marmite's nice. I mean, they say you either love it or you hate it, and I actually really quite like it, but not too much. Just spread it thinly, and it's all right. Oh, thanks for some now. Actually, got me going there. Black cape. I'll have a black cape. No, I don't want a black cape, honestly. How cool. Snoopy and the Red Baron. Well, you see, we got this one, and his blue is actually, I actually got this off eBay, guys, because I do have a big Wallace and Gromit collection from about, I don't know, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, probably about 15 years. And I have actually got some quite rare ones, and apparently this one is not a common one. Because if you watch one of the Wallace and Gromit films, one of the sheep actually fall into the dyeing works, and I think he comes out this colour. I might be wrong, because I haven't seen like the films in details for quite some time, but I think that's what he is, and that's why he's that colour. I always think it's because he's cold. I don't know why he's doing that for. That's what he thinks. That's what he thinks, right? when you find a ring pull, you find a ring pull or a tin can. That's what he says. In actual fact, I must tell you this: I did the video a while back before the great lockdown, as it were, and it's still in my phone. And I didn't actually bring it forward for processing because I didn't find all that much on that day. We've still got to work it out, as it were. But I dug up a ring pull and I said, "Oh, this is nice." And I go, because it's a ring pull. Did anybody see one of those little clips? That I might have had it in another video. I'm not sure. Can't remember. So yeah, who else has dug a ring pull up thinking it was something good and gone like that? Literally gone. Yeah, just asking. You feeling better now, Si? Anyway, if any of you superstars would like to share our channel out in some way, it would be awesome. Yeah, I've actually sent one of our videos tonight on WhatsApp to about 15 of my friends, and I think they've all blocked me. Still, mustn't grumble. They never know what to expect, what I'm going to send them next, you know. So, nice to see you guys all having a chit chat, you know, it's awesome. Tinks, the mayor of Muff. Alabama Dirt Digger. Did I miss you coming in? Forgive me. Hello, how you doing, Alabama Dirt Digger? I wasn't concentrating because I was having a little moment. Don't know where the other white sheep is. I think it's run off. Anyway, let's have a little look and see what's in Simon's little odd box, because he's got a little box here that we well, he got it from his mum and dad's, actually. Got it from his mums and dad's, and there's a few interesting bits and bobs. Now, this is quite delicate. Any ideas? It's nothing spectacular, but it's just interesting. Well, I think it's interesting anyway. So you can see that side. It's identical on the other side, guys. It looks almost like the end of a key, like the handle of a key, but I don't believe it is. I hope I can get that in focus for you. Oh, there we go. Slightly patterned. And it's the same on the other side. It is slightly concaved, actually. Looks like the rear of it. And almost seems to be like it should have had something continuing on downwards from there downwards. So, well, I don't think it's a key handle, even though it looks ideal for a key, because it's so thin. And they wouldn't have made the key so thin because it would have snapped very quickly. Any ideas? Try and get that in focus. Anyway, it's quite interesting, whatever it is. Simon will come up later. He's gone out for a bit of fresh air, actually, to be honest with you. I didn't realise that the actual chat room's actually just gone down so much. I'm just staring at it thinking, well, nobody's talking. But you are. Adrian, you are hilarious. Well, do you know what? I do have my moments. All my family's had moments over the years. I can tell you some stories, believe me. Oh, I can tell you some stories about my great grandma. She was a nutter. She really was. She took no, you know, from nobody. She was about that big, and she would go out and fight blokes, and she would pull them to the ground by swinging on them. She was incredible. My great granny was incredible, and she actually, her daughter. You're going to find this hard to believe, but it's true. Actually, I don't think I should tell you this. Well, I will, actually. A daughter was in trouble one night, and it was a very, very serious moment because this bloke was trying to strangle her, and my granny was trying to pull him off, and she didn't know what to do. Do you know what she did? She actually got half a brick, because he pushed her down on the ground. She got half a brick, and she hit him repeatedly until he let her daughter go. That's the mother's love, and that's a true story. And if you want to comment down below, it's like, oh my God, shocking, but it's an absolutely true story. Yeah. My great grandmother was a legend, and she brought me up. You find it hard to believe, but it's true. We had generations formed very, very quickly in my family. They were like rabbits. We have a little peek in Simon's treasure box. Now I'll show you this one. This is a very interesting find, actually. You know, you're not supposed to lick your fingers, but I washed them earlier. It is a knockout story, Tinks. Truly a knockout. Yeah. Yeah. And it's the truth as well. I promise you it's the truth. What a woman. If ever there was a Valkyria maiden, it was my grandmother, believe me. My great grandmother. Now, don't think I'm going to get... no, I won't show that, guys. It's not got enough detail. Oh, this is an interesting find. Now, anybody in here into war militaria stuff? Because I've got a funny feeling it is. I bet he was bricking it. You bet he was. She was bricking him. He pushed her down, you know. She landed on a boob. That's no word of a lie. Yeah. I wasn't there. I was just a kid, but I know the story. And she had a black eye the next day. She had some explaining to do. She said she'd fallen over. Like, okay, grandma, you know. Anyway, guys, what do you think of this? This is an interesting little thing. I don't know why. I've got a funny feeling it might be from sort of the war period. If anybody's got any idea, it does have a number on it. Hopefully I can get it to focus for you. It looks like number 38M, a 2D possibly, and then EE Company. That's all I can make out. Now it's a weird thing because it's got screw threads. Think of that, guys. That's an unusual thing, isn't it? It's got 3 screw threads, so it would have screwed in. But I really don't know what it is. Mama thinks it's a bomb fuse. Would it be the end of some kind of weapon, like a shell, or? I really don't know. I truly don't know. Any ideas? That's unusual because it's not marked on that side, you see. That side is plain. Let me just turn it around. That side is plain. Oh, forgive me. Let's go there we go. All right. It's very plain on the side that would be on the outside, because if the screw threads are there, they'd have to go on the inside, wouldn't they? So it's a bit of a mystery, really. Is it the oil cap of a lawnmower? Well, do you know what? It's solid. That's a very good guess, because I don't know. Weren't they chrome? I think they were chromed, weren't they? Like a silver chrome? It's solid brass anyway, whatever it is. And it has a little thread in there as well. Little thread in there. So there must have been something long and thin actually went into it to, to fix into it, really. And then the threads in that. But oddly enough, to actually grip that from there to there to where the threads are, you see, from there to there, it's very, very narrow. So you'd have to turn it with your hands, I presume, and that would be on the inside of a receiver. If you see what I mean? So there's nothing there to screw it. You'd think you'd be able to screw that, wouldn't you? There'd be a screw mark where you could actually screw it in to make it go into something. Complete mystery. Complete mystery. I really don't know what that might be. There we go. Any answers on the postcard, please? What about this then, guys? Look at this. Guys and gals. Mustn't forget the gals. The ladies and gentlemen, we present you with this marvelous fitting. Any ideas? That's what I keep looking up there for, because you're in there, aren't you? And there, I can see you. There we go. Is that better? Here we are. This is a pretty interesting find, really. No idea of the age. It's got a little bit of muck, and there's 2 holes here. Yeah, the bottom 2 holes, there and there. I've actually got a little bit of dirt in, which you'll see on this side. It's still got the muck in it. Good old-fashioned English muck from a ploughed field. So what do you think it might be? To take travel. Okay, mate. Well, you sleep well. You sleep well. Thank you for popping in. Nice to see you. It's it's ornately shaped, but it's also very unornate in itself, if you see what I mean. It's got like 2 sort of rivets there. And age-wise, I haven't got a clue. Would you say it's a strap end, a belt buckle end? Perhaps, you know. Okay, treasure bandits. Okay. I'm glad you had a good night last night. See you soon. See you soon. Hey, leave a comment under the thread. That'd be awesome. See you guys. Bye, Kimmy. Bye, Rachel. Lovely to see you. So, yeah, what an unusual strap, really. It's unusual, really. A tiny little buckle or something of that kind. The most tiniest little buckle, as you can see, slightly ornamented on the that side there. What do you think? No ideas. Very small. Bye-bye, treasure. See you, mate. All the best to you both. I don't know if you'll be able to see the details on this. This is a very, very early coin. Probably about 1750. Very worn, unfortunately. But this has had to come out of the ground here in the ploughed fields and the pasture. 200 and something years old at least. Now, we do know, you know, in the States and Canada, USA, to find an old coin 200 and something, 250 years old, it's hard to do because the country is so vast. But in almost every field in England, you'll find 1 or 2 or 5 of these because they were used by ordinary people like farm labourers that worked in the fields. But the detail isn't very clear, really, but it would have had Britannia on the back, and for a guess, probably George II, 17, 19, 17, 50, 60, something like that. So we do find a lot of those, really. Small change. There's another one. There's an example of, you know, the state that they can come out of from the fields. Now, I think, can anybody see Britannia there? Am I right in thinking that that's the shield? That side there. I'm not sure. Can anyone tell me? And the date would be here. Probably about 17 something. But again, it's just very, very worn and very, very corroded with being in the ground for so long. And there's the other side. It's not cleaned. It's still got the original dirt on as it came out of the field. See if you can get that into focus a little bit, possibly. I can't really see much detail on that. I was hoping to get King's Head. Maybe if we clean that off, we might get more detail on that. Yeah, I think it was the Britannia on the other side. Very faint, though. Very faint, very warm. Alabama, 1865 is your oldest. Yeah, I can understand, because the colonists were so spread out, weren't they? You know, found later that the population exploded with the event of farming, and well, population did increase over time. Get the Dremel on it, or some sandpaper, or go outside and rub it on a breeze block. A Brillo pad. That would be funny, wouldn't it? Get the chainsaw on it. Oh, Ambient Girl, shall we show them the button you won last night, shall we? This is a button that's going to Ambient Girl. Ambient Girl won this. Very early button, gold-plated, with a figure of Neptune, the god Neptune, with a club in his hand going behind his head. Yes, and this is Ambient Girl's button. Looking at the patina, it could be anywhere from 1750 onwards to, who knows, 1810, 1820, or late Georgian. Who knows? I think it's 17 something. Sorry if I'm not holding it correctly. There we go. So yes, well done, Ambient Girl. And truly, truly well deserved, because it was really weird the way it worked out. Because somebody else won it, actually. Coin Seeker 2, I think it was, won it. And he likes coins, so basically he did the swap. I said, well, because I know he likes coins. Yeah, so basically we let this go back into the Ambient Girl. Can you explain what happened? Because there's like about 5 conversations going on here in my head with different buttons and coins. That's what's happening. So yeah, basically it went back into the drawer and Ambient Girl won it. And this, now I can't remember presently who won this or if it's still up for grabs. I think it was one, but here's another lovely button of the same kind of period, but I think that was won by somebody else. I think it was one. Just showing you to test your taste buds, you know. So you look and you think, oh, I'm not going to miss one of their gives away again. Oh, the live stream giveaways. Yes, you have to push the button that says subscribe and ring the bell, but ring it for all notifications. Yeah, and then when we come on, it'll go ping and tell you. We've got lots of treasures here. Now, you're going to have to forgive me for a minute because, unfortunately, I've got to go for a wee. So I'm going to leave you with Olaf for company. Okay. You know, look after him. He's very, very special. Olaf. Meh. Yeah, look after him. Yeah, look after him. I'll be back shortly, guys. So I really do need I need a bathroom break. Won't be long. And I just had a thought. I thought, well, by the way, if you're not subscribed to us, what are you waiting for? Hit the like button, Tar, very much. Hit the like button, everybody, and subscribe if you're not with us. Yeah, we love you. You know that. Won't be long. You got to be careful because he moves. He's been watching you. I'm just having a rummage. Just having a rummage. Won't be a minute. There we are. I just had a little rummage. Here's a lovely button that Simon found, and it's the biggest button. Metal detecting land and water. Friend, unfortunately, Simon's a technological one, so I can't do the show and tell. So, but thanks ever so much for popping in, and we'll see you next time. Thank you. Yeah, see you next time. Here's a beautiful old button. Now this has got to be dated very, very, very early. I missed any comments, by the way, so I haven't read them. I hope you had fun. I looked after Olaf. Hurdy gurdy. Hurdy gurdy. Hurdy gurdy. That's what he does when no one's looking. Right then, see that. This is a beautiful button. And it is old. How's that, Lady Cooks? You're a sweetheart. Sam will be back soon. So yeah, look at this. It's an absolute beautiful button, and so large. Such a large button. And at one point would have been gold plated, as you can see in the actual patterned areas. The gold plate hasn't worn off. Isn't that incredible? Ever so early. So you can imagine, you know, people leaving England, shall we say, in the very early days, traveling across the sea to form a new world, a brave new world. And they were very brave, actually. Very brave. Many would have left their families behind. Many husbands would have gone before the women and the children, and they may have never seen their husbands again. And the women would have been at home, heartbroken, waiting for a letter for months and months and months that may not have come. Interesting, you know. So yeah, I hope you like that. Very early button, and very quite well. You can see how large it is. Very large button. Sorry, I was getting a bit. I was having a little story there, and it was nice. It was very interesting. Here's a nice old buckle. Simon found that, by the way, on a ploughed field. Here's another very early buckle. Not sure of the age, but I would guess probably about 1400. Would have been a very small strap buckle, probably for a child or a boy or a young lady. Because it would have been a very thin strap, you see. You could tell by the width it wouldn't have been for a man. It would have been for a child, I would imagine. Probably a small belt to go around their waist to keep all their outer clothes together in the wind, etc. Quite nice, and it's still got the iron clasp here, which is, you know, nice. You know, these are early things that we find in the fields here. When Simon's back, we could probably do a giveaway with something like this or one of the older buttons. So yeah, wouldn't that be nice? But these are Simon's finds, so it would be down to him to give them away. There's another lovely early buckle as well. Not sure of the age of that one, but again, very early. Now, the Treasure Bandits probably could have dated this for me, and metal detecting on land and water, because he's very good at dating stuff too. Kev, are you there, mate? MS Detectorist, anybody else that's still here that would actually be able to date this buckle for me, please? Some of you have seen this before, but I'm going to show you anyway. just because I can. This is Simon's Neolithic worked tool, 10 to 12,000 years old. It's a hand tool made by man, ancient man on the hills in Dorset. Incredible. So many bits and bobs down here. So yeah, Kathy's World, thank you for going wow, because it truly is a wow as well. Very, very early tool. Used by our ancestors, incredible. If I date it, will it buy me dinner? Oh, mama. No, I'm going to go up to the chat room now and see what you naughty people have been up to. In case you've been having a party when I was away. Let's have a look. Now I've got a funny story to tell you, and you guys won't believe this, but it's the God's honest truth. It is a true story, actually. People don't believe me, but it's true. My family, incredible family, and they're incredible people and very ordinary working class, hard-working people that have worked all their lives. They truly have. None of my family are lazy, and they're not. They've all done all right for themselves and sort of like, had children, and they've got divorced and things families do, But I was going to tell you that there's a funny story in my family. I don't know whether to tell you or not, but I might do. Well, actually, I will. Anyway, isn't that a beautiful find? Incredible. Handcrafted by ancient man 10, 12,000 years ago. Amazing. And you can tell it's been crafted, you see, because it's what we call napped. They nap all the edges, and they make it all. If it's got different chippings all the way around, it's not natural. It's not frost that's done that. It's actually somebody sat there and hit it with another stone to make a point. And if you put that on a piece of wood and you stuck it in somebody, that's like a serious threat to your life, isn't it? Incredible. Yeah, and I found one as well, which I'm trying to look for at the moment, but I can't. So I'm going to show you a little fishy that Simon found. And I did sing this song once before, but I'm going to sing it in a Geordie style. People who live in like Sunderland and Tyne Wear and Newcastle. And they go, who shall have a fishy on a little dishy? Who shall have a fishy when the boat comes in? Dance to your mammy, dance to your daddy, dance to your mammy when the boat comes in. And that was a traditional little song that people, they still know it. They probably still sing it too. I think it was on a program called the Onedian Line. That was a brilliant series when I was a kid. But anyway, there's a fishing weight, well, for anybody who's like a fishing enthusiast. If I was a fish, I wouldn't want to swallow that being like metal, would you? I prefer the real thing. But yeah, what a cool fishing weight, really. I mean, you could make that into a key ring, couldn't you? If you're a fishing enthusiast. Or even sew it on your jacket like that. But you might look a bit fishy. I've got to amuse myself because I'm missing my mate Simon. I've got to hold the fort. Yeah, so there's Lucifer. Well, everybody chose his name earlier. We did have a poll, and basically Lucifer won. How cool is that? We're only joking. It's just a joke, A wee lizard. Now, what can I show you next? I know. I don't know if I could be able to get this Roman coin in focus. It's tiny. Now, these were called, we sometimes use the word minimalistic. Minimalistic. I don't know where the word comes from, but minimalist is small, isn't it? Well, this is a Roman coin. It's called a minim. So perhaps where the modernized words come from is from this tiny coin called a minim. And these would have been out and about towards the end of the Roman Empire in Britain back in the day. I'll try and get it in focus for you. Let me just try the other side. One moment. Tiny, tiny, tiny coin. Not very much detail, but it is 2,000 years old. It's laid in the soil for 2,000 years old before Simon dug it up on one of our permissions. But we do get some of these in quite good condition with soldiers on the back and the emperor. But unfortunately, I can't seem to see much detail on this particular one. So, which is a shame, really. See if we can get it into focus. No, it's just not having it. Sorry about that, folks. I was just looking in Simon's little display of buttons there. Here's a nice one. Tiny, tiny, tiny little button. Again, quite early. Here we go. Look at the details on that. Nice, isn't it? Tiny, tiny little thing. As big as my small fingernail, just. All the way around. There we go. Just slightly bigger than my fingernail. Nice detail. And then the other sides. Obviously, the back of the button. See if I can get that in focus. There might be some words on that, but I don't think there will be. So yeah, I hope you like that one too. It's a nice little pattern one, actually. I haven't ever found one like that before. Just having a little nose. If I date it, would it buy me dinner? I've just cut that, but yeah, pretty button. Ambient girl, can you please tell me how many? One moment, let me have a quick look. Okay, we're all right. That's good. Right, guys, I'm not sure what Simon's doing. He might be just having a little rest downstairs. He might have some fresh air. He's totally exhausted, he truly is. Or he might be fast asleep. And if he's fast asleep, I'm going to leave him. Going to leave him. Bless him. He'll be crashed out on his settee. How cool is that? Oh, I've got a terrible habit of saying that ambient girl. Ambient girl, I tell you what, then I'll think about something else. It's called getting old, you see, and I like it. It's called getting more mature. My son says, are you going to grow up, Dad? I'm like, no. Not growing up. Don't want to grow up. I'm not going to. Some people may have already seen this from Simon's cabinet, but this is a fossil that we picked up in a field where we find the Neolithic flints, because the fields there they've got a chalk bed basically up on the hills and on the downs as they come down. That's why they're called downs. You got the hill and then you come down. Simon picked up this fossil, must be millions of years old, and it was from the chalk bed of the sea, because the seabed in England down here actually rose up and became land, apparently. So you find fossils like this in ploughed fields, which is incredible, isn't it? To think that we can walk along and pick up fossils, you know, in the fields. Wonderful. I'm not going to grow up. I refuse to grow up. Drum and Detect, lovely to see you. Thanks for popping in. See you again. Yeah, it is a nice find. It really is, really is. So, guys, what I'm going to do, if you don't mind, I'm just going to literally go downstairs, see if Simon's okay, and if he's fast asleep, I'm going to leave him, and I'll pop back up. Give me a few moments, okay? In fact, to be quite honest with you, I tell you what, one moment, please. Right, okay, Simon is absolutely flat out, everyone. So it's not the same without Simon sat here, because it's just not. And he does all the technical things, showing things. So I'm going to say, do excuse me, it's wonderful to see you all. Really enjoyed another super evening. You have to forgive us for being a bit tired tonight, because that's just the way it is. Okay, so I'm going to say good night, everyone. Thank you so much. Yeah, of course I do. Yeah, of course I worry about him. He's my best mate. Yeah, absolutely. He is tired. Fair play. And at least Rosabelle's asleep now. So you know what it's like when you're a parent and stuff. My children are old now. They look after themselves. You know, it's all right. So it's good. Anyway, guys, I'm going to say good night to everybody. Thank you so much for popping in. It's been an absolute. It's been very nice. So thank you so much. Okay. Good night, everybody. At my age metal detecting channel, you can only preserve what's left. It doesn't grow on trees, you know. See you all, guys. God bless you. Stay safe. See you soon. All right. Please leave us a comment, would you? Do me a little favor, leave a comment under the stream after you've left. And better still, watch some of our videos. Give us a little bit of watch time. That would be cool. And then leave a comment under them videos, yeah. And cheer us on, cheer us on. Oh, bless you all. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. If I can learn how to shut this off. Bye-bye, everybody.